Well, folks, strap yourselves in for a long journey because today we're playing the Legion build of Attrition. So this build, yet again, comes from my Discord community. Thank you to Froctal for this one. And this build basically just wants to have as much passive slowdown as you can possibly get on the Legion. And of course, that will start off with Hex Ruin. While this perk is active, every single generator that isn't being currently progressed will regress at 150% of the normal regression speed, which we'll get into why this works really well with Legion's power in a bit. Then we have Hex Thrill of the Hunt, where every Dull Totem remaining on the map gains a token. So we have up to 5 tokens. And Survivor's Cleansing and Blessing is reduced by 12% for each token, making them take longer to cleanse or ruin. Then we have Thanatophobia. For each injured, dying, or hooked survivor, all survivors receive a penalty of 2% to repair, sabotaging, and totem cleansing speed. But if we have 4 injured, it then adds another 12% for a total of 20 to all of these cleansing, repairing, and sabotaging speeds. And finally, Surveillance, which pairs really well with Ruin, because every single time that a generator starts regressing, it is colored in white. Then if that generator's regression is interrupted, it will then be highlighted in yellow for 16 seconds, and we hear generator repairs at an additional 8 meters. For add-ons, we're running the Fuming Mixtape, where every single time we're in Feral Frenzy, the repair progress of generators can be determined by the intensity of their auras, and the generators not being worked on start to regress, so we get to find out where survivors are. And Filthy Blade, which increases the time for survivors to mend by 4 seconds, and a little Shroud of Vanishing so that all of the offerings that could potentially come in to separate the survivors at the start of the match are null and void. And so basically the idea behind this build is that we want to get a whole bunch of stabs of the Legion and use that to passively slow down the game thanks to Fuming Mixtape, make it harder for them to cleanse because of Ruin and Thrill of the Hunt. Thanatophobia then combines really well with the Legion's power to passively slow down even more. And basically we're trying to grind this team down until they lose to Attrition. Hopefully we'll get some good games, but it is a Legion build, so usually these games only go as well as they can snowball at the start, but you know, you never know with a game of Dead by Daylight. Alright. Oh, I forgot to change a setting actually. Let me get my scratch marks back to that nice little cyan color. Anyway, we're on the Disturbed Ward. Not a fantastic map actually, but I think that with us being Legion, it doesn't particularly matter. There's a lot of really strong palettes and things that we have to worry about, and this ain't, you know, this ain't a map that we have to really, or a killer we have to really worry about pallets on, because, you know, we can just, yeet, and then get on out of here, and then run this way. There is someone inside of this generator here. I'm going to go run over to here, though, because they are closer to one of our totems, unfortunately. We're not going to be able to chain that together, but that's okay. That's one stack of Thana. It is a Fuming with pink and purple. Vault it. Oh, no, I didn't quite get the timing right. I think if I vault slightly earlier, I might get her there. But realistically, my only goal right now is to just do this and then chase after her, get a stab, start, you know, playing her little silly game of attrition, you know? Because that's what we're doing. We have, I think everyone's on main right now on these buildings here. Hello, hello. And there's Ruin in action. Unfortunately, we do lose Ruin right away, though. But we do still have Fuming Mixtape, which is the goal of the game, of the build. He doesn't vault that ever. Interesting. I get him here. Gotcha. Very nice. I'm actually just gonna vault this, stab, and then keep running, because then I can just chain off of this a lot easier. Make my life pretty cool if I can. He doesn't go for the pallet, so we can just stab you, and then run out for this person over here, who might even be cleansing a totem herself. It's a Dull Totem all the same, so not too big a deal really. Go up here, get this person here too. Fuming Mixtape, and oh, she doesn't drop that. I thought she would drop it and I would lose my frenzy down, but I just seen you here, and you're down. So that's a frenzy down for us, baby. And everyone's injured. I can't pick you up there apparently. It's not right away. Get our first hook down here. This guy was very mad at us, not chasing him, but that is just the way that the Legion's gonna go, baby. And now everyone injured, everyone's slowing down. Should be pretty good to go. We can do this for a little bit of passive slowdown. Kind of look around with Fuming Mixtape on the who's on what, and that is Thrill of the Hunt in action there. Oh, she doesn't go for that pallet to her right, so we can just, yeet. Take another down there, which I'm perfectly fine with. Now, possible that this lady is also trying to go for one of her Dull Totems over here. In the meantime, I think I saw a gen out there in the corner was being touched. And cancel my power. Or sorry, a generator over there. I think I said dual totem. I meant to say generator. That's okay. We'll activate power here. Ah, damn. I saw the pallet, but just didn't quite get it correct. Unfortunately, there's still like a shit ton of pallets. I don't want to get stunned on this side, specifically because this window into this pallet chain here is a lot more powerful than... it needs to be. Anyway, we'll go here. We're perfectly fine. We broke the pallet, so we can just do this, and then keep on schmoving. There goes Thrill of the Hunt. But again, we do have Fuming, Mixtape, and Thana, so we just have all the passive slowdown. Thank you. Now, if that was enduring, I could have hit him there, which would have been pretty nice. We can kick and break. This guy wants his pallet stunned so badly, but he ends up losing the opportunity to blind me because of it. And look at that. 3 hooks before the first hook even goes down. Even though this is a battle of attrition, we have slowed down the game, early game, so much. And we have given ourselves a bit of an advantage anyway. So, perfectly fine by me. I'm pretty sure that there's somebody going to be on this main gen over here. So let's go up here. I do indeed hear that, so let's go for her. He's going to stick on it for as long as she physically can. A little bit, gotcha. Yep. We hit those. We run up here. You balance landing? You sure do. Look at you go. Look at all that balanced landing value. I'm barely out of range there. Maybe if I have Friendship Bracelet, I make that. But this person does not play pallets correctly. So I'm going to see if I can... I'm not going to be able to get a tag here. She'll be able to drop that pretty easily. Unfortunately, but that's okay. We're just here to run and stab and run and stab. Like you can see earlier, she missed a couple of pounds just kind of for free, you know, off of that entire fight. Unfortunately, they are going to get this gen up here done before I can really make it anywhere. Oh, wait, never mind, minus 10. Thank you for the damage. Pick this. Totally fine by me, because now that gen has been regressed slightly by Fuming Mixtape, and we get a lot more progress on it. Ideally, I wouldn't be chasing inside this main building, but I think I have such an advantage for myself that it really doesn't matter. So we can swing around there, kick this, get a little bit off the top. I probably lose my first gen out in the field here in a minute, but this is a pretty nasty combo. Yeah, I see him over there to my right. So this is perfect. Exactly what we needed to do. Yeet. First gen goes down, but so much more for us to be had. Thank you for that. And 2. And I think I am going to go for this person up here, actually, because they are stopping the regression right now. 3. I'm going to body block this if I can. Nice. We do. I don't think she even really knows where it is anyway, to be totally honest with you. Guess this pallet here. Plays it wrong. That's okay. That is A-okay. Like I said, I think that this person is fairly new, unfortunately, to the Dead by Daylight experience, which kind of sucks, because I have 1,400 hours in this game. And for me to be getting, like, brand new people like this does feel a little bit unfortunate, but I guess as a killer player, we will take what wins we can get. We can get that Fuming out. Oh, excuse me. That was a very nasty burp. Subscribe to my OnlyFans for more ASMR content. Anyway, let's see. What are we working with here? Nothing really. Oh, wait. Main gen. Main gen just went yellow. Thank you, Surveillance. That passive info. Power's back up. Let's run at him. Hello, hello. I don't think you're the one with balanced landings. I don't have to worry about you too much. But this will keep regressing as long as we have our power up. We can vault. And touch her butt and cancel. And she'll drop. It's fine. It's what we expect here. Both of those people healed over there, so I'm not going to bother with trying to chase this person, because I do want to keep this gen up if we can. If at all possible. Hello. She greeds it. She should also be dying for it. So down she goes. 2 gens down, and also 2 perks down. I did say in my video recently about tunneling in DBD that I absolutely hate running hex builds. This is kind of like the primary reason for that. It's just, I don't know, super obnoxious for me. Yes, use your sprint burst, yes. Anyway, you don't make that at all. We go back for the Fuming over here. Oh, and there's everyone back here. Wait, this is really good for me. Because now, if I go for 2 hits... Don't heal against Legion. Why are you healing against 3, 4, and 5? Down she goes. Okay. Really good swing for us now. And Thanos on everyone. No decisive strike on this person, so she is just straight up dead for that little play there. So that'll be our first kill at 7 hooks with only 3 gens left to do. I mean, we're doing pretty good. We are slowing this game down in an immensely annoying way. This is like the worst build to play against as any... Did you just lag? Hello? Oh, he has like 100 ping. He must be East Coast or something. I play on West Coast in case anybody's curious. If you run into a Death Slinger that's P100 on Anon mode with the fit that I have, it's probably me. It's probably me. Most of the Death Slinger mains in the States that I know of are in on East Coast, Chicago, New York, all that sort of, you know, those kind of usual locations. What's up, ladies? How's it going? All right, let's go for you. I'm gonna stab. Can I cancel midair? No, I can't. I was hoping I could, but unfortunately not allowed. So we'll go ahead and kill the Fuming. Get our 3rd kill of the game. Bow. Down she goes. And that's 1 more, and then only Rats Johnson left to go. Now, I said this was going to be a game of attrition, but I think that we've actually just snowballed ourselves into a complete advantage, so pretty good game overall. 3 up on a hook. Yeet. And then there was 1. Now we only have the Lara left to find. And they had a secret offering in here. I didn't see what it was, so I'm going to assume that that's a Hatch at Shack offering here. Then we can go back here and check out for that. I think I heard it open. You're on the wrong side. That's unfortunate. Cool. We get the 4K off of Rats Johnson. Maybe the Shack didn't even, the Hatch didn't even spawn there, or she was like trying to find out what angle I was going to be approaching from, but that's a 4K. That's a 4K on Legion on Disturbed Ward. We'll show you the builds as soon as the menu loads. And we'll take you right into the next game. Okay, we're on the Underground Complex. My least favorite map in the game. I do not like this map, and it kind of saddens me somewhat that Stranger Things is getting a new chapter, because that new chapter means that this map has no chance of going away anytime soon. I'll make a video eventually talking about things that I dislike in DBD, and it's more just like personal pet peeves, you know? Like, it's... Someone's on this already? Hey, no. Fuck off. Yeah. But anyway, like personal pet peeves with it all, right? With the whole game. Oh. Is there actually... Wait, there's a path around this. I didn't even realize. Wait, I didn't realize that this was opened up on this side. Hold on. This is news to me. What the fuck is this setup? Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. We know where most of the team is because there's 2 people over on that. We got an early first hook on the U. And I think I saw a crow over there to my side. Let's hook you more towards the center here so that you take more time to get that up. Or get that hex totem touched here. And let's go over this way. And then vault into these people, get these people all down. Unfortunately, there goes Ruin already. Which, again, yippee, I fucking hate hex builds. Point in case. Okay, they're still on that. They're still upstairs. And I hate this map because now I have to go here, and then I have to go up these stairs, which I'm glad these stairs are here, to be fair. I do have distance to make to that. Give me 1 second, please. Never mind. Take you down. Bonk. Wasting his time on Thrill of the Hunt, which is totally fine by me. But that also means that we just lose Thrill of the Hunt right away, because I'm doing my objective. So, unfortunate. Again, just like last game, we lose 2 of our perks right away, but the good news is that this guy is still injured. He's done a conspicuous action. In fact, he's done 2 of them now. By touching that gen as well. Vault. What the fuck did I just vault into? I just, like, broke my entire vault there. What the hell? Anyway, see you later. I'm gonna go touch this guy real quick. Whoever this is. I think this is Vittorio, if I'm not mistaken. No, I am mistaken. That's definitely Vittorio. If he had a ponytail and had dark hair and also was Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. So, you know. Easy to mix them up, really. Okay, she greeds, but she won't greed again here. So we'll just take a smack. Nice. Okay. Well, read your bluff. And we get that down pretty quick, too. Where the fuck are you? On the ground over here. Let's see. Well, it ain't no... Was that tenacity? You know what it is, actually? These people are... I think I saw in the lobby that, yeah, it's like all console players. And so sometimes, like, console has a bug where whenever they get downed, they get teleported a few meters away from where they were downed. Anyway. I think hex builds need some variability. Because, like, yes, obviously... okay, those two gens, good to know. And they just instant unhook before I've even made distance over there. What the fuck? Okay, well, I guess I'm doing this shit now. Thank you. Thank you for that. And we can just run away. Run at this person up here. I know that there's someone over there, but this is going to be a faster tag for me. If I can get it in time. No, I definitely cannot. But I can body block that from him. Yes, excellent. Block that. Alright, we drop down here. And he's down again. Cool. And no decisive strike to speak of, because, you know, you touched the generator. You touched the generator, Leon. You weren't supposed to touch the generator. Okay. Well, we knew about that gen on the outside. I don't need to be defending this gen as hard as I can, or as I have been, but to be honest with you, I am in a position where I'm kind of allowed to. Now, we do got to keep in mind that these people do like to, like, aggressively go for unhooks, so as soon as my terror radius is kind of half a lane away, really, is when I'm gonna find out that you'll drop it. Alright, thank you. With the tag, never mind, everyone's here. Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. 3, you don't get collision on the first hit, and you're gonna take longer to mend because it is Filthy Blade mending. So just full passive slowdown. And we gotta go back for the Nia, which we probably won't see because, haha, Killer Instinct is indeed bugged right now. Oh, shoulder the burden. And he's down. That's my 5th hit. As you can see, the Nia and the Vittoria both got their mending done, which meant that I should have been able to see them again on my G-Dang, what's it called? Who's he wants it? You should have been able to see them on my Killer Instinct, but because Killer Instinct is currently bugged, well, you still get people who get down pretty quickly. Okay. Alright, Leon. Now we're just throwing, I think. If we're not expecting me to be here, now I know that you've been shouldered the burdened. You've been shouldered by somebody. I'm going to hook you for a 3rd time on this hook. It's the exact same hook. Keep kicking that same generator. Keep on running it back. I am in normal queues, by the way. I don't do any, like, intentional D-ranking. The most that I did recently was that I was having a bad night last night. It was like 4 a.m. And I'll admit it, I straight up disconnected from a game. I was like, I don't have any interest in playing. I played a game on Hawkins. I'm like, okay, I'll play my game on Hawkins. And then I played a game on Larry's afterwards, and I was like, you know what? I'm not interested. I'm just straight up not fucking interested. So, because I wasn't interested, I decided against it. Ooh. You gonna greet it, because she's a greedy bitch. And we can just cancel power here. And actually, I can kind of sit around this palette for pretty much forever now, because... Ah, oh, she'll greet it again, damn. Does she doesn't greet it the 5th time, though. Yeah, fine by me. She missed the flashlight, so... The nice thing about this whole ordeal is that everyone is injured, and this lady, or... Well, Red Princess, so I'm assuming that if you have Princess in your name, it's going to be a lady. But maybe that's a bad assumption anyway. Either way, not very woke of me. But because the Nia gets chased around where I had the fucking hell, man. Gets chased around where I had the hook there, the Leon just kind of dies. So, unfortunate for her, but it's just me kind of making use of my macro here. I'm playing Legion better than I play, like, pretty much any other killer. I think I'm getting better Legion games than I'm getting with Singularity. We did on the last video. Nia should go down here soon enough. I think there's like one more pallet. No, there's not. You can't dead art anyway because you're in deep wounds, so good try. Take a hit there, and then we can run you out. That Leon got hooked 3 times and then died on the 3rd hook, so basically the shoulder of the burden did nothing. Unfortunately, with Leon dying, it also does mean that we lose some strength of Thanatophobia, which I think is a little bit silly, personally speaking. That if a survivor dies, Thanatophobia loses its power. Okay, they're on that gen over there. Thank you, Fuming Mixtape, for the information. At least one of them is. Still on it, too. I'm not even going to bother going for... Oh, wait. Okay. No, we're fine. I thought those scratch marks were the Vittorios, but I was proven incorrect on that. Yeet. That is a very quick heal as well. Probably like... I would assume that's like a We'll Make It or Resurgence. Pretty common perks. We did see We'll Make It last game as well being employed against us, but then again, I am the Legion, so who really cares, right? Just doing this to get my aggression down. It's totally fine. What is that power? Let our power kind of shred the gen a little bit. A little bit of Fuming Mixtape action. And they're back on the gen, like, immediately. Okay, so... This is definitely a play of all time. Oh, I almost had her. Almost had her on that one. You get unhooked and you go immediately for the gen. Interesting. I wonder if I could also just, you know... Let's do this. Stab her, find out where people are. Kind of body block her on the bottom of the stairs there a little bit, because it does take a few seconds for that body block immunity to go through. And down she goes. Okay. And because we saw that the hook wasn't on that staircase over behind us, we know that the hook will always spawn on the other staircase. So on Hawkins, there's always a hook on one of the staircases. It's just kind of like to map knowledge to knowing which side it actually spawns on. This game is pretty much over, I will say. Sounds like somebody's here. It is the Nia. Because no blood, no sounds of injuries whatsoever. Bonk. Okay. Stab both of them. And go after the Nia here. Not like she'll have anything much to work with. She does like greeting her pallets, though. I gotta remember that. We could... Okay, let's actually just run at her. Let's see what happens. Ah, she doesn't greet the pallet that time. Okay, fine with me. We'll break both. That guy has to complete his mending before he can do anything. We'll just break both the pallets in here. They're annoying for me to deal with now, basically as an M1 killer at this point. I have a slight feeling that the Nia might have made for this. I'm not entirely sure. Which kind of sucks, you know, for a killer like myself on an indoor map. Facing somebody who has made for this. But there's no pallet in this room, so her death is kind of inevitable here now. So she has to leave this room if she wants to survive, even if there is a pallet somewhere. And we've broken all the pallets in this room here. You don't have Dead Hard because you're in Deep Wound. You touched a gen, so you don't have Decisive Strike. So that is, yeah, another kill. Possibly another 4K for ourselves. Depending if we can find the Vittorio or not. If not, I'm really not too pressed about it. And looks like... I think it's just this gen out here that we have to be most worried about. Because we did... Oh, that was like the double fatigue bug or something going on there. Still regressing though, right? No, it's not. I see, I see. Well, we gotta go find Hatch. We gotta go find a grizzled Italian man and take you right into the next game. And our last match is on the Thompson house. I'm not a fan of this map. Again, another... It's, I guess, like, there's not a lot of maps that I'm too big a fan of, and Coldwind maps are like, I guess it's kind of annoying. But Thompson house itself, That's a really good totem spot there, by the way. Thompson House by itself is a kind of different tier of annoying for me, because it just is. You know, it's like that main building's kind of annoying, and then it's cold wind, so you can't really see the corn through the corn quite so easily, and then it's like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just all kinds of shit that you don't really want to deal with on this map, and a lot of it just all spirals out from that main building for me. So, oh, I barely make that. Holy smokes, and boom, and frenzy down. Woo! Huge frenzy down for your gamer, and we're immediately on to Thanatophobia, and that person is gone. So that's a pretty good start at getting this Arella down. Let's move you over. I'm going to take you to this hook, because those are 2 generators that they're currently working on, but Ruin is still up, which is, you know, unprecedented for this stage of the game, and we have all of the slowdown available for ourselves now. We have the slowdown for Ruin, we have the slowdown from Thrill the Hunt, we have the slowdown on our totems from Thana, and also from our, for repair speed. So good use of Sprint Burst there, by the way. So where did you get to? If you had actually... This is what annoys me. I'm gonna go on my old person rant again, yelling at clouds, being like, these darn kids don't know how to use their fucking their sprint bursts. But really, like, the difference here is that so many people are just like, oh, you know, you could have made distance. You could have made distance off of that if you had just simply sprint bursted away when you saw me getting closer. But instead, you make it to a really shitty filler palette, and you end up dying for it. Now, this guy, I don't blame quite so much, right? Because, like, he's not sprint bursting. Oh, and you got my totem? Oh my god. Oh my god, and you got a totem on the other side of the map. This person's going to go second stage because she's so far away from you. So let's hook everybody. Let's just do it. Let's just be nice. Let's not even try to slug things out. But that's like a primo example of somebody being like, oh, she doesn't go second stage for that. But that's okay. Of someone being like, yeah, I'm going to use my sprint burst and walk when the killer's nearby. And it's like, what have you actually accomplished with that sprint burst? You haven't done a damn thing. Anyway, I gotta go back for the Thanatophobia back here. I think, therefore I am. Arella's on the backside here? No. Okay. Alright, everyone get your resets in. Everyone get your resets. Go on. Go on, get your G-dang resets. It's unfortunate that we missed the timing on the on all the individuals here, but this should be another good chain for me because they healed the Arella. Let's moonwalk it a bit. I think we get her here with Frenzy, so I'm not gonna bother trying to chase after her here. I just want my resets, have her take time to mend. Nobody coming for the unhook, because they're both healing. I think if we're by Shack, actually, if I were to guess anything. Yeah, I'm correct. Both by Shack, so second stage for the Hinatsu behind me, because now that means that the other ladies are going for this, and I see this person here, which is perfectly fine by me, because now it means that I can probably get a trade here? Maybe? It's kind of close, isn't it? Maybe I just whap. And then whap. Whap. 3 hits off of that. And then we can... Oh, that was like a weird double voice line there. What the hell was that? Anyway. Yeah. Nasty ass build. Holy smokes, what a disgustingly good build. I could have also tunneled the Hinatsu there if I wanted. Do I want to? Also, you having seen partner while having a deep wound is exceedingly funny to me. Up you go. First hook for you. But yeah, this build is just disgusting on many accounts. Now, I think I saw that the other Arella was like on this gen back here, so I'm gonna run over here, and I was correct. Hello there. You got my Thrill of the Hunt, and you have Sprint Burst, so you're just gonna Sprint Burst to Shack. I see. I think I'll let her have that gen, actually, because it's just better for me to not even bother chasing when I can have better pressure on these people here. Somebody up on top of main. It's an injured person. Is it Hinatsu? It is, yes. Perfect. Exactly whom I was hoping for. That means that unhook will be overseen by the Cheryl. Or no, sorry, not by the Cheryl, by the injured Arella. This is perfectly fine by me. Hello! Good sprint burst, I guess? I don't know. I don't think that was even remotely good. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Yeah, can't deal with people sprint bursting to Shacks, so we'll just not even bother. But like, even if you are sprint bursting to Shack, wouldn't it be better to just burn the... Oh, hello there. Thank you for the full slowdown. I will gladly take another hook here. Okay, never mind. I won't. I will take none of the sort. Do I even make that in time? I don't think that I do. That's all. Yoink! So second stage for the Cheryl as well. Punishing greed out here. And we can just run this back out to this hook here, because we know that they've been working on this gen quite a bit. And look at that. Forcing the Cheryl off of it. This is what I was talking about before with, like, some macro decisions that you can make with Killer in general. And that specifically being to look for, like, where can you camp things out, right? Like, where is a good hook for you to work with? Now, I know that there's a Cheryl or there's been a priority on this generator over here. So that means to me that I want to get people who, oh hey, this is our dead on hook. Or no, not our dead on hook. The only person who's not dead on hook. This is our dead on hook, Henatsu. You have dead hard? You definitely look like you have dead hard. You smell like you have dead hard. That guy is dead though, and then she might as well be dead too. And she is off of the medium vault. So good games. The triple abandon. We get all 4 abandons, baby. All right, well, that was a great showcase of the builds overall. These games have gone exceedingly well for us. As you can see, the passive pressure that you can mount with the Legion going quite swimmingly, especially against teams that might not know how to coordinate against it. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.